Hello, welcome to Storytime. My name's Josh. Today we're going to be reading Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. Are you excited? Yeah? I'm always excited to read stories. I love books. I'm ready to delve deep into this story now. Hope you're comfortable. Got your lunch, you got your dinner, you got your breakfast, wherever you are. Because we're about to go into what? Story time. That's right. If you enjoyed these stories, please subscribe, click that bell below, and you'll be able to visit the page and read stories whenever. Alright, let's get into it. Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. Do you know this story? You've heard of it before? Maybe you've heard of the Mad Hatter? Okay. Pictures by the Walt Disney Studio, adapted by Al Dempster from the motion picture, based on the story by Lewis Carroll. The motion picture is the movie. Is this a movie as well? Have you seen it? Yeah? It's a good movie. As, Alice was growing very tired, listening to her sister read. Just as her eyes began to close, she saw a white rabbit hurry by, looking at his pocket watch and talking to himself. A little rabbit. Alice thought that was very curious indeed. Do you agree? Do you agree with Alice? That's pretty curious to see a little rabbit run by and checking the watch like he's late. I wonder if he's late for a very important date. Let's see. So she followed him into a rabbit hole beneath a big tree, and down she fell, down to the center of the world, it seemed. She's going to this tree and she's fallen and whoa! I wonder where she's gone to. Do you think maybe Wonderland? Ooh. When Alice landed with a thump, the white rabbit was just disappearing through a door which was much too small for her. Alice drank from a bottle on the table and shrank away to a very tiny size. But now she could not reach the key to the little door. So she didn't get the key while she was a giant. Uh-oh. Well, not necessarily a giant. I guess she was normal size. But now she needs to shrink herself. Look. There's the bottle there, the rabbit through the door, too small for her. She drank that, made herself small, but the key's all the way up here on the table. Uh-oh. At last, Alice found a way to get through the little door. Seated on a bottle, she floated into Wonderland on a mysterious sea. Oh, interesting. On through Wonderland Alice went, looking for the white rabbit. She met two jolly fellows, Tweedledum and Tweedledee. They did not know the rabbit, so Alice hurried on. Tweedledum, Tweedledee. A neat little house in the woods. At last she met the white rabbit himself. The rabbit sent Alice into his little house to hunt for his gloves, but instead she found some cookies labeled "Take one." So she did. Eating strange food? I wouldn't do that though. The cookie made Alice grow as big as the house. What a sight! Rabbit and his friend Dodo thought she was a dreadful monster. Alice picked a carrot from Rabbit's garden. Eating it made her small again. So small that she was soon lost in a forest of grass. You imagine if you were so small, you get lost in grass? Grass is super, just grass on the ground. What? There she is running through, looks like a forest, but it's just grass. Alice found herself in a garden of talking live flowers. They were bread and butterflies and rocking horseflies too. Alice thought the garden was a pleasant place, but the flowers thought Alice was just a weed, so they would not let her stay. Oh, they're talking to her, she can't stay there though. All the pretty flowers in the garden. Next, Alice met a haughty caterpillar, tongue twister there, caterpillar, blowing smoke rings. He told Alice to eat his mushroom if he wished to change her size. Alice sampled one side and shot up taller than the treetops, frightening the birds. But another bite made Alice just the right size. There she goes. She became a massive giant there, taller than trees. Now which way shall I go? Alice wondered. The signposts she found along the path were no help. They pointed all over. Look at this tree that's When it's like down, up, go back, this way, that way, yonder, yonder. No, this way, that way, that way. How are you going to know where to go? If I were looking for the White Rabbit, I'd ask the Mad Hatter, said a grinning Cheshire Cat up in a tree. He lives down there. He's pointing. That's my Cheshire Cat voice. It's really mysterious, and Cheshire Cat can disappear and all kinds of stuff, turn invisible. Alice found the Mad Hatter and the March Hare celebrating their unbirthdays at a tea party. She joined them for a while. Unbirthdays. I guess that means just celebrating the day. After that nonsensical tea party, Alice wanted to go home, but none of the strange creatures seemed to know the way. Alice wandered into the Queen's garden. Soon along came the royal procession. And who should be the royal trumpeter but the White Rabbit himself? The Queen of Hearts asked Alice to play croquet, but Alice did not like the looks of the game. "Off with her head!" cried the Queen. Away Alice ran while the army of cards gave chase down all the tangled paths of Wonderland and back to the riverbank. So what a mysterious place. There's like the deck of cards. You know what a deck of cards is? So she's the Queen of Hearts and all of the soldiers are like cards. Interesting. "I'm glad to be back where things are really what they seem," said Alice as she woke up from her strange Wonderland dream. So she woke up after that. But was it all a dream? Was Wonderland real? What do you think? Who knows? Well, that's Alice in Wonderland done today. Thanks so much for reading the story today. If you like these stories, please subscribe, click that bell below. It means the world to me that you hang out and read these stories with me, so thank you. Bye for now, but definitely not forever. I'll be back reading a story again soon. See ya.